everybody. Welcome to our fourth webinar. We are very, very happy to see you today to talk about lead generation and the retail market. But before that, I want to speak about our seminar again. As you know, we have seminar 17th of June, starting on the 10th of June and until 19th of June. We're very happy this time here. We have making our seminar in adaptation for one of the biggest companies life cycle. And the seminar today first one day we will talk about the system, we will talk about the software team which we're studying, we will talk about how we are using supervised investment network tools in the statistical division, and we have next speakers talking about the property market and property buyers. And of course, we will be presenting the level structure of the companies, and it makes the perfect offering party to then supply. The accommodations are being provided by our property suppliers in most countries. You will be understanding the price property, which will give you an idea of the property portfolio that you are looking to develop. Second level, we get these properties during the day, all day, and in the evening we look at very nice beach parties in Salzburg area, fantastic. Third day, we will make an example how to detect economic activity by using that tool. We will talk about how to start people. We will talk about how to generate leads, and we will talk about how to create a teamwork. And of course, we will speak about how to create, how to be successful in online marketing. So, I am sure it will be very interesting and it will be a huge success to be made. Just a very important if somebody is having our website, you can write. Okay, let's start it over again.
Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, can you hear me now? Perfect. Let's start from the beginning. I'm sorry for this technical problem because we are using a different system infrastructure today. So let's carry on. As I explained to you, we will have the very nice 3 days event in North Cyprus. We are inviting you to be with us. So If you have any kind of questions according to our seminar organization, please don't hesitate to contact us. You can contact us from Facebook. We supposed to list the registration form in last days, but we made some changes on the system. So tomorrow morning, the registration form will be active on the internet, and we will advertise this from our websites and from Facebook. So we can now start about lead generation on the Mediterranean market. Okay. First of all, as you know, this property business, especially in Mediterranean market, is a very, very, very important business. If you check the biggest, the most important businesses in the world right now, you will see the energy sector, IT sector, and the property sector. And Mediterranean property market is seriously one of the most important, one of the biggest property business in the whole sector. So you have to think about this more seriously. You have to think about this system like more business-related system, especially if you believe the system and if you will look at the system, look at the property market as a serious business, you will be successful in this business. So to look at to this business serious is rely on how trustworthy, how trustable you are in the sector. So that's why you have to open yourself to the public, and you have to create belief on you, and you have to show some trustworthy to other people if you want to be successful in this sector. If you look at the, especially last couple of years, the online business, the online sector, when it starts to grow more, the companies start to use more personal existence to advertise their products. It's same for the property business as well. So you have to think that the company brands are not famous as before. Right now, all the big companies are trying to expose their products during with their salespeople, and to be successful on that, you have to open yourself to public, and you have to scream to everybody that you are making this business. Social media is one of the best way to make this actually. As I said, the biggest advertisement, the biggest lead generation tool is yourself. People will see you and they will look at you as an experienced person in the sector. So you have to focus on this business every time. You have to focus on this business wherever you are. And to generate a lead can happen anytime. You shouldn't forget this never. The other important thing is you are selling a dream. People imagined this life before. They saw this on internet, they saw this on televisions, they saw this dream life in the Mediterranean, to live there, to have a property there. They saw this from their friends. They have a dream about that. They want to focus on buying a property for a long time, maybe, you never know. But the important thing is, you should be in the understanding of these people before they made a decision to buy properties. They didn't realize this 1 day ago or 2 days ago, because this is an investment. They worked for it, they saved money for it, they watched all the properties on internet, they saw the dream life on the television. So now what they want is they want to find a trustable, a reliable person, the experienced person, who they will go together to this buying procedure. So you have to think about that. You have to imagine about that before you contact the people or while you are in the conversation with the people. This will help you to understand them better. This will help you to create a trust between your client and yourself. You are not selling a new product. This product is on the market for a long time, and people are buying properties in Mediterranean for long years. So you have to think about, you can use all the advertisements about Mediterranean from your point of view. You don't need to create a new idea or a new, it's not like you invented a new product and selling this from internet or face to face. There is a product that people are buying. You just can use all these marketing materials to create attraction for your customers. Very important thing is to be organized. You have to work on it with a systematic method. That's why we created Tobo account. That's why we created Tobo contact section. Last week we spoke about how to create categories, how to add contacts to your system. So you have to stick on that, and you have to add any kind of contacts to your Tobo account. This will help you to think about people, and this will help you to work with them during the buying process period. And you have to think about the existing people who bought properties in Mediterranean, how they find it, how they find a way to live in their properties which they bought before. So first of all, what I wish to explain before starting is to create, to have the idea of how everything is working, how everything is being created. Am I getting any technical problems right now? I think everything is okay now. Okay, so we said that first of all, you have to think about the business, you have to think about it serious, and you have to work methodically about that. Our very, very important idea about creating leads and techniques in the Mediterranean market is focused on you. Because in Worldwide Investment Network, what we are doing is we are giving the real estate business to individuals. So of course the company is supporting our agents all the time, but you have to put yourself more on internet, more on social media, and more on social life during the day, that you are making this business, and if somebody needs any kind of help, you can help them. The other important thing is you have to talk about this all the time with everybody, because you never know that you can affect somebody, or you can create the idea of property business in or property purchase in somebody's mind anytime. About lead generation, if we look at the statistics about how buyers finds the properties, or how they buy the properties, is the first part is online website. In 2004, 74% of the property buyers found their properties online, and in 2013 it's 89, 2014 88, 2015 89, and according until today in 2016 it shows that 90% of the buyers find their properties online. And if you look at the real estate agent part, it's also a big percentage. But as you see, the biggest percentage right now is online. So you have to be very strong on internet. You have to be very, very strong on social media. That's why we created very nice, very effective websites for our agents. And let's look at online first, how you can create online customers, online leads. We have 3-step basic online existence guidance for you, first of all. And with this 3-step, you can get 10,000 real estate website visitors, or people who can find you from internet. The details of this 3 methods we will explain much more deep in our seminar, but I want to, in this half-hour time, I want to tell you about how to be effective and online and strong online. So the first thing is, I want to first of all tell about, when I say that start blogging to get traffic, people are thinking about to have a blog website, to write. It's not about that. Let's say blogging means creating your personal ideas on the internet. You can write to your Facebook page, you can write to your Twitter, you can write to your any kind of social media account. If you start blogging, if you start to create content for the internet, this will help you very, very, very strongly for your existence on the internet. The big search engines, they love the new content on the internet. If you start to write your business to take attention of people on the internet, and if you create new content on the internet, in any place, doesn't matter, this will help you to get traffic to your business and to your website. Why dedicate so much time to your online presence? We can see that 90% of all home buyers start their search online. This is a huge market. So nearly 100% people use online research methods during part of their process. So I think this is a very, very good reason to focus on internet and to use all the methods of the internet to be successful and to create leads for the Mediterranean market. I will give you a very interesting statistics. The average buyer makes 11 searches on your website before opting in. So you have to be, this was the idea of when we create our winner websites, because we know that we have very, very strong websites and we want them to be successful in the same time on for our agents, for our winners. This is the idea which gives you the average buyer makes 11 searches on your website before opting in. But you can say that, you can think that my website is just created, how I will fight with the big IDX searches, I mean like the big website which has lots of visitors daily. That's why the content will kill all the other big websites if you create content for your social media or to your website, with your website, on your neighborhood. Because search engines are working in a different way than generally people are thinking. For somebody who is living in a small city in Sweden, let's say, if you create a content for Google which is related, let's say about Antalya or Alanya properties in Turkey, and if somebody searches this from Google, from that location, the search engine system is working like they are showing the neighborhood content more front than the existing big websites. What is opting? Opting, one second, let me come back to that slide. Okay, it means that the average buyers makes 11 searches on your website before making any kind of lead gen or any kind of inquiry or any kind of contact or any kind of operation in your website. They come to your website, they look at your website, they read the content, they look at you, and they look at least 11, they make 11 different searches according to what they need. And after that, they come and keep contact with you. Thank you, Enki, for the question. And let's carry on. So the first step was to write new content for internet, fresh content for internet. So the search engines, Google, Yahoo, Bing, whatever, they love you more and they will help you to get more traffic. In the same time, you can be creative and you can find new subjects to write. And if the subjects, the fresh content which you are creating, if they're helpful, it will also attract home buyers. And you can take this benefit from there as well. So step one is to create fresh content for the internet. The second step is be social, to get found. Social shares helps you to get found on Google and the other search engines as well. So you're creating the fresh content first, and you're being on the social media all the time. You have to share if you find something necessary. You have to like other people, and other people should like your posts. To make this, we created a short strategy, and you can try this marketing strategy. For example, you can make 2 posts on your page per day. Plus post helpful blog links in local Facebook groups. What does it mean? It doesn't mean that you have to post something because you have to do 2 posts. Try to be creative. Try to find interesting ideas. Think about you are creating a group of people who enjoys, who gets information from your posts. So if you can post 2 posts per day in your Facebook page, you will start to create attention of people. Don't overload, don't make lots of posts every day. 2 posts per day will help you to be active, work on Facebook. Don't forget that people have walls and they can't see every post every day. If you will be all the time posting things related to Mediterranean market or things related to property business, it can be boring as well. The idea of making two posts is to create people not to forget you on the internet. So they will they will know that you are there, they will know that you are working about the property business, and they know that if them or somebody is interested about the property market, they can ask you questions. There's another website, Pinterest, which you can go and check. Create 3 pins per day about blog posts or about images. So what you can do is you can go to pinterest.com. It's like interest with P, so you're pinning the interest. You can go to Pinterest and make 3 pins per day. You can go to LinkedIn and you can make 1 post per day or of a helpful blog post. And also you can use Google Plus to create posts, and we advise to make 1 post per day in Google Plus. Twitter is one of the most social media right now in our daily life. People are more mobile users are using Twitter in these days. So we advise 3 tweets per day to be active and to create leads for the property market from Twitter. And this is one of the most important social advertisements right now. Create 1 hyperlocal video per week, which means that right now, if you look at your friends' Facebook posts on internet, for example, people are posting 20, 30 photos, 15 photos. Lots of people, they don't look even. They just saw a couple of photos in the main post and they understand what is there. So last 1 year, I can say that because of the internet speeds are rising day by day, now everybody start to use video. So we advise you to create at least 1 video. You can make something interesting, or you can get help from outsourced people. We can advise you about this subject also. we advise you to post one video per week. You can post on Facebook, you can post on YouTube. Actually, right now, for example, you can post live videos from Facebook. This is taking attention of everybody. If you have a crowded friend list, they will get a notification about you are making a live video post on Facebook. Don't forget, this is very important. Create one video per week to find attention to property business on Mediterranean. Let's carry on. Well, all this effort, is it really worth it to do all this? You have to give to get leads. If you are socially active, you will be easier to find. Find an agent searches grew 41% on YouTube in 2014. Don't forget, there is no any magic on internet. There is no any shortcut on internet. If you want to get leads, you have to work on internet and you have to create content on internet. So if you are there, they will find you. Besides, social media has 100% higher close rate than any other source right now. What I said in the beginning is this: if you will be personally there and if you will be easy to reach, people will find you and you will create leads for your product in the Mediterranean market. Let's go to step 3. For the online lead generation, collect emails and create a community through newsletters is very important. You have to get as much as emails as you can. We will speak about this in seminar as well. We will teach you how to find different sector people's emails. And you can, for example, when you met with somebody, don't just ask his telephone number. Ask also email address and put all these contacts to your Tovo account. Categorize them. And now you have a group of people who you can easily use, you can easily advertise your product to them later. This is very, very important. About email, I want to show you a small information. Email newsletters open rates are generally 10% higher on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Helpful emails with links to your blog post or to your website engage your past visitors to your website as well and keeps those contacts close. So don't forget, you don't have to say to people all the time standard emails. Sometimes you can create something more interesting, more funny. Sometimes you can send your personal photo. Don't forget, the keyword is to be personally online on internet. Internet is very important. Ad-based marketing leads and web marketing leads, there are like 3 times more leads in web marketing. Blog, social media, and email traffic generates 3 times more leads than ad-based marketing. And typically, of course, the costs are 62% less per lead. And if you think about your product and if you compare your product commission with the other business sectors, you are using the same advertisement tool for the person who is selling sunglasses or properties as you. If this person will sell sunglasses, how much profit he will make? But if you sell a property, you are getting much big commission. So you can use social media easily than the other sectors. This is 3 tactics about the internet lead generations. Now I want to shortly talk about a local workout, what you can do in your country. Generating leads in your country or in your city. Project-based meetings, I will explain all of them shortly. Exhibition visits, create we will come there, and create webinars, which is very interesting when you make webinars in your country for your people. Okay, let's talk about project-based meetings. This, what you can do is you can choose a property, a project from your property database, and you can learn all the details of this property. You can visit if it's possible. You can get all the marketing materials, images, videos for presentation, and you can create short meetings in your hometown. You can advertise this from internet. You can create event on Facebook, and you can invite all these people to your meeting in your local place. It can be a cafeteria, it can be a hotel lobby, wherever you can invite people. And of course, you can get some contribution from these properties suppliers. This will also help you to cover the costs of that, because if you have a serious workout about selling one specific property or project, it's obviously the property supplier will help you to contribute or to cover costs there. So what we advise is choose a property or a project and make a small meeting in your local place. Invite people, start from this project, and every week or in every 10 days or in every 1 month. So people will learn, people will know you that you're making business. You can create leads there, you can find buyers there, and you can find commissions there. So this is very important. We will focus on this subject on our seminar as well. Create COE, centers of influence. We talked about that. You have to speak with everybody in your country. You shouldn't be. There is no need to be shy, because this business, if you look at the successful successful people in this business, you see that they are very social. They enter to every conversation and they speak about their business. So you can create a lot of contacts, and you can put these contacts to your Tobo account and work. Now you have a huge contact of people to work on them. We don't believe on so much exhibitions in this section, because we are just start to work. It's very new yet, so it can be difficult to compete with the big countries, big companies in the exhibitions. But you can go there, you can visit people, the buyers are coming there, but you shouldn't forget that if you go to any exhibition and if you meet with somebody, you have to be very strong personally, again, socially. You have to be the idea of these people will go back to home and open his computer and try to find properties online, try to search other sources for himself. The main idea is to create connection with these people, to show them how you can help them face-to-face, one-to-one. This is pretty much, I mean, I'm so sorry, I passed a little time. I tried to make it like as short as I can. Thank you so much for being with us. The seminar, we will talk about this more generally. You can find this video online in our website, win.center/webinar. I'm so sorry for the beginning technical problems. Thank you so much being with us. If you have any kind of questions, you can keep writing from our website. We will be here to answer. Thank you. See you again next week. And I'm waiting you on our seminar. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.